Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's life.
My first guest of the program today is a much sought after singer, dancer, songwriter and presenter. She burst onto the stage at the age of 17 in a musical called Rent. Then, Oh What a Night, and that took her to the next level. She was being asked to head off to New York. Well, back in Australia, Prinnie Stevens appeared on The Voice, then Thriller Live in the West End. Now Prinnie is performing in Bodyguard here in Melbourne at the Regent Theatre, and she joins us online right now. Prinnie Stevens, nice to have you at Casey Radio.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing very well. What about yourself?
Good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah, it's one of those funny Fridays, the 13th, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Nothing bad happened to you yet?
Not yet, but the day is still young.
Are you superstitious at all, Prinnie?
Oh, I am. I definitely am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't actually realise it was Friday the 13th, so now you've got my mind going.
Well, you'll be on stage tonight. Just watch the ghosts.
I will. The Regent is a beautiful older theatre, and I always joke about the ghosts running around backstage, so maybe they'll be up and vibrant tonight.
Have you heard them at all?
Well, the other day, my bathroom always gets locked suspiciously.
Really?
From the inside.
Yeah.
So, there's always something crazy going on. Like I said, it is a beautiful old theatre, and
yes.
I guess that's just what we call character, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes.
Prinnie, I was lucky enough to go through the Regent many years ago when it was in disrepair. It was going to be pulled down. You probably don't know the history, do you, of the Regent? But it was going to be demolished, and the workers' union in those days wouldn't go and demolish it. They wanted it to be saved. It was a big campaign, and I was working for a commercial radio station in Melbourne at that time, so I was lucky enough to have a guided tour through this place. And to go to the Regent, it had no roof. It was all deteriorating. You could see the sun coming through from the ceiling. No chairs in there, waterlogged. It was just a total mess. And then, of course, the Mariners got hold of it and did such a wonderful job in restoration.
It's a beautiful theatre.
It is.
One of my favourite theatres in the country.
Yes.
I have to say.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's a beautiful. And seating-wise, the seating is magnificent. Great
really
leg room.
is.
Yeah, it really is.
And the sound in there, when people have come along to the Bodyguard, everybody comments on how amazing the sound is in that room. The acoustics are just wonderful.
It's crisp and it's clear. One of the things a lot of shows, and you being in the business, you know what I'm talking about, the volume is so loud that the singers become distorted and it becomes a bit of a blur. In the Regent, that doesn't happen.
No, because it's such a huge room and such a massive space to fill. It never becomes overwhelming. I think that's the biggest thing, that no one wants it to be loud and in your face. It's supposed to be pleasurable, and music's supposed to make you happy, not disrupt your experience.
Well, that used to be a movie theatre, of course, in the old days, back in the 1930s, 40s, 50s and 60s. And as a kid going to school, we'd have correction days, and we'd head into to the Regent quite often, sit upstairs, and we'd watch James Bond or whatever happened to be on at that particular time. Yeah, it was great times. Prinnie, how's it going for you in Bodyguard?
It's going amazing. I can't believe we only have 3 weeks left here in Melbourne. It's such an amazing show, and I think the biggest thing that people get surprised about, they just don't know what to expect. Everybody knows and loves Whitney Houston and her music, and also no one loves the movie, and they're just not quite sure how the two come together and make the musical, and everybody is just so pleasantly surprised, and it's a beautiful love story. It's amazing songs. It's in a beautiful theatre. You really can't go wrong.
The music is sensational. You mentioned Whitney Houston there, but her music is just glorious. It really, really is. And you can't go wrong with her music, can you?
No, you really can't. And I think what a lot of people don't realise, that it's not just music from the movie The Bodyguard, but we go through her whole body of work. So I do Saving All My Love and All at Once, both songs that are not a part of the movie. We've gone through her whole career, I guess, and picked out all the best songs.
Now, you play Rachel, don't you?
I play Nikki, so I play the sister.
Yep, the sister.
Crazy sister. It's a beautiful role, and in the movie you don't really get to delve into her life or her backstory, but it really is more of a love triangle in the musical, so you get to see how the sister is involved in the love affair with Rachel and the Bodyguard, and it's amazing. It's great to allow the audiences to get to know the sister better, and you really do feel for her. You really do.
Tell me about your start, because at the age of 17 you were in Rent, and I remember seeing that at the Regent Theatre as well, many moons ago now, when you were just a youngster. How did you get involved in Rent?
Rent, I don't know if you remember, it was, 99, I think?
Yep.
They really went out and found people who weren't necessarily a part of the musical theatre world. So they found people like Roger Corser, who is now, huge on TV, and Christine Arnoux played the main role, who obviously we knew and loved her, but I know the American producers were not privy to who she was in this country. They were really just trying to find raw talent, and I'm at 17 I was really just that, raw talent, and that introduced me to musical theatre in a way that I never knew it was going to change my life like it has. This is now my 8th musical. I'm not 17 anymore. And I love it. Obviously I've done The Voice, and I've put music out commercially with Universal Music, and I still do that side of music, but the musical theatre side is really my first love. I'm a singer, dancer, actress, so
yes.
It's the one place I get to do all three at the same time, and it's the kind of thing that I'll do until I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, well, let's hope that's a jolly long time. You co-hosted the Voice for the Kids too, didn't you? The Kids' Voice. Yeah, I remember that.
I did.
And Celebrity Apprentice, you're on that one too, I think, if my memory's correct.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
The Voice Kids, just an amazing time to be there for the young kids. Actually, one of the kids that's in the show now was on The Voice Kids, one of our Fletchers. So it's amazing to see the young talent in Australia and see them when they're young, and then I'm sure I will see most of them along the way, along their amazing path in the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm. And of course you're playing alongside with Paulini and Kip, and something in common there, I suppose, with Paulini and yourself, both having come from that television sort of background too.
Yeah, definitely. And this is her first musical, and
yes,
she is just fabulous, and it's been really great to kind of be there for her as well, and just introduce her to all the new things of 8 shows a week, and there's so many things in musical theatre that's dramatically different to the world, the pop world that we know and love, and she's just excelled amazingly, and to do such a big thing 8 times a week, she's just amazing.
Prinnie, how do you hold up to those 8 days a week and 8 nights? It must be really grueling on you.
Yeah, we're 6-7 months in now, and you really do have to learn how to pace yourself, and you've got to look after yourself. On those days off, you've got to have your vocal rest, and but you also have to enjoy, when you're in different cities, like being here in Melbourne, I have to remember not to only spend the days of vocal rest, but get out there and see this beautiful city. And Melbourne is filled with so many amazing things. Like, I make a point to go down to Queen Vic markets and walk through and get some amazing, go through the delis and the fresh fruit and veg and all those sorts of things. So it's a matter of balancing the workload and also taking advantage of being in all the wonderful cities of Australia and getting out and seeing the sights.
I've often wondered how actors such as yourself avoid getting the flu. We've had a dreadful flu season here in Victoria. Well, what do you do to protect yourself?
Oh goodness, it's hard, especially in Melbourne with the flu going around so bad. Everyone, you've got to get the flu shots and really just stay healthy and eat well and get your sleep, and exercise as well really helps. I try to run every morning before the shows. But yeah, it's tough, and we have been hit a few times within the company, and of course, because we're around each other every single day, once one person has it, it kind of runs through the theatre. But yeah, you just got to look after yourself and be kind to yourself. When you know you need that massage, go and get the massage. Or, when you know you need that one day of rest, you've got to take that one day of rest. Yeah.
Prinnie Stevens, what's next for you?
What's next? Oh, goodness. There's a few musicals coming up next year that haven't been announced yet, but lots of musicals, going back, writing new music and getting back into the pop world. I think for me, it's the happy medium. I jump in between TV, pop music, and musical theatre, and I think as long as I can run in between the three, I'm happy. So being everywhere and doing everything is what I know and what I love.
I'm sure you're going to have a very busy 2018 too. If I gave you 3 wishes, what would they be for?
Oh, 3 wishes. Number 1, I wish to never get the flu.
Yes, good one.
That way I can always be healthy and sing through every show.
Right.
Number 2, I guess to be around my family as much as possible. When you have a crazy career like myself, and my husband works all over the world as well, family time is so special to me. And my 3rd wish, I guess my 3rd wish would be for Christmas times to have the entire family all together.
That's lovely. That really is nice. What does hubby do? Is he in the industry too?
He's a basketball player, and he plays all over the world.
Wow.
So he used to play for the Sydney Kings.
Oh, good.
And now he plays in Australia and Southeast Asia and all over. So
well, that would keep you separated, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we're both doing what we love, and that's all you can ask.
Absolutely. Prinnie, it's been a delight to talk to you today. I wish you well with the season. It's coming to a conclusion. Do you go elsewhere after this one?
No, this is our final season here
one?
in Melbourne, and we're here until the 29th of October, so get in and get your tickets.
Get the tickets now, yes. Well, there's still tickets there to go and get. And I think they've been discounted a little bit too. There's some seats left at various matinees and so on. Prinnie Stevens, great to talk to you. Thank you very much, and I do wish you well in your career.
Happy Friday the 13th.
You too. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.